Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again for joining me here. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Quick look here at Bitcoin, seeing what's going on. It's definitely recovering here for now, but I wouldn't get super excited just yet until we break through some trend lines and or upper resistance levels. We're a little ways away from that. We'll describe what those are, of course, but the concept here is that closing above 42,500 yesterday, which it did barely within about the last 15 minutes of trading, it just creeped up above 42.5 yesterday. We were able to get that confirmation though, tentatively, that we shouldn't necessarily try to short and get too crazy. Obviously a lot of red in the market, so you probably will have better luck in general shorting coins right now, but the concept here is that with Bitcoin, for example, there's a strong chance we're going to see this 44,000 level retested. So we'll just quickly discuss that, and if you're new to the channel, welcome aboard. Hope you can learn something today. Congrats to our community members for some nice healthy profits here in our Premium Plus group. Took some nice profits there from Matic, Chainlink, Solana, AVAX, and we did hit a small stop loss there for Solana. That was a long, but we recovered that, of course, by hedging our long with a short at 8% there and another Ethereum as well. So these are pretty much all shorts in the last 24 hours, taking profit, I think, earlier this morning. Now, with Bitcoin, what we want to look at here is the monthly. So this is the kind of the elephant in the room here, just to kind of reiterate and reaffirm. We're getting closer to this level here at 44,000. So 44.2 is technically the number that we're going to be paying attention to, but basically a break above 44K will be, it'll continue to run, right? So the concept that a lot of people are kind of hearing or saying right now is that if we break through 44,000, we'll likely be able to continue bullish, which I would agree, as long as it can sustain that level for a little while. But right now, the way the market has been, I wouldn't be surprised we see the price just jump up to 44K, sweep that liquidity, and just drop right after. But again, you want to be careful in how you take your trades right now. That's not a guarantee at all. There is a lot of momentum, a lot of still larger time frame bullish indicators, minus one MACD divergence on the weekly. Everything else still looks very bullish. Okay, so we got to recognize there's still a lot of good things going on. Anyways, just want to kind of throw that out there, a preface in case you didn't already know. That's roughly what we're looking at there for a sweep of that 44K mark. And then we'll go ahead and kind of go from there and see roughly what the market looks like after. So 4-hour time frame, let's look at that here in a minute. First and foremost, daily time frame. I do usually cover the weekly and the monthly, but we've already discussed that kind of in great detail last few analysis. So we're just going to go ahead and skip over that for now and just kind of reaffirm the fact that we're over the 20-day SMA, hanging out there at about 42K. That's held as a potential support level for us, and just know if the price comes down to that level, it doesn't mean it's just going to bounce right off of it. It just kind of implies that we're still on the right side of the tracks, being above the 20. Okay, that's like kind of that short-term macro shift in momentum. Okay, so being below the 20 typically disadvantageous. We've been above for the last week or so, and that's a good sign. Take a look at the 50 and the RSI. We can see 43,000 is essentially that level right there. Closing above 43 today would be super huge. Okay, now I wanted to close her above 42,500 because that's a key level fib right there in that range of roughly 0.382. But once more, at this point, it would be awesome to see 43,000 or higher. Okay, that would give us a little bit more confirmation. Price is ready to converge. We can see here a second stochastic swing to the upside. This is a positive sign. We can see money flow index is still high, and we're over 50 in the RSI. No matter how you look at it, folks, these are all bullish signs. Okay, same thing here with the MACD as well. So is it like full-on bullish, like, oh my gosh, we're just going to take a long to the moon? Not necessarily, but it's enough confirmation to let us know that, hey, we're in pretty decent shape here on the larger time frame. Now, the 4 hours where things get a little funny because we've been kind of stuck in this range for a little bit. It's giving us a lot of false positives. Yesterday we had a breakout. Yesterday we had a dump. Today we have a breakout potential, and it's just going to dump again. It's very, very ridiculous, honestly, the way that the market has been moving, and it's a very manipulated market, so it's very unfortunate. So the truth is, it's hard to trade anything right now. Okay, not saying you're getting lucky with a trade per se if you get one, but generally speaking, just these knee-jerk reactions are just quite terrible in the overall sense of things. So having said all that, we take a look at the 4-hour time frame here. We can see stochastic swinging up. Traditional RSI is up above 50. Again, we haven't been there. We were underneath that level for roughly a full 24 hours. Money flow index is increasing. While it's not as high as it should be, it is definitely getting there. Okay. We can also see the MACD converging here on the 4-hour time frame. This is tentative. Please, please, please understand that. This hasn't closed yet. This candlestick is still approximately 25 minutes before it closes. But under the impression we can maintain this 43,000 plus or higher, more specifically today, but likely in the next few hours, we're going to be able to see that convergence take place, and a strong likelihood the price will continue to follow suit. Again, the reason why that's beneficial is because we've seen everything else is looking bullish on the daily and the 4-hour. It's not because I'm just looking at that one thing and saying, okay, the MACD is converging, I'm going to take a trade. I have complementing factors, okay? That's essentially what I like to look for. So again, I would say a long position makes a lot more sense than a short at this specific moment. Now, take a look at some moving averages. On the 1 hour, we're back up above all moving averages. We are on the 4-hour as well. So those are all strictly bullish continuation patterns. We can also see we're effectively making higher highs and higher lows. This is fantastic. We need to be able to see this. I know there's going to be some skeptics out there that are saying that this is a bear flag, which is potential, but it probably isn't, just based on the fact that the way that the market was manipulated in this instance. We could almost nullify that and act like that never happened. So the truth is we are in a range right now, and that range is as low as 42,300, upwards of about 43,600. So once we break free from that range, we'll have a lot more information. That's why the 44K mark is more sought after and or a likelihood, based on the simple fact that the price has a tendency of wanting to break through that level because of liquidation. Okay, so depends on how you look at it. Let's go ahead and take a quick look here at the Ichimoku cloud. Keep in mind the cloud is not the most reliable when you have range-bound activity and the price is kind of stuck on stupid. So right now we can kind of confirm that it has been like that for a little while we're above the cloud here for the first hour. This is no confirmation at all. We want to wait for the lagging span to go up to pass the baseline here. Sorry, the conversion line to pass the baseline. Lagging span is going to be free and clear here in the next couple of hours. So again, all the more reason why we want to wait just a few hours before you take a confirming long position. But generally speaking, this is all positive stuff. Everything leading up to this hourly time frame is looking pretty bullish, and so is the hourly. Now again, it's not a guarantee, but it's definitely looking pretty good. We can also see we got some confirmation on our CC Golden Indicator. We've swung into the green zone here, so definitely have some contributing factors here that I would say are more bullish than bearish. Once more, you got to recognize the caveat to this is that the market is heavily manipulated right now, and it's hard to want to trust this when we have this, right? So again, just be mindful, keep your head on a swivel. That's exactly why if you're taking swing trades, low leverage, low position size is the best way to go. You can survive it. And outside of that, traditionally speaking here, it's probably best to just be very careful and adjust your stop loss higher as the profit continues to increase. I can tell you it's much better to take small profit than a large loss, okay? So that's why you gotta just continue to fill the bags if at all possible and make sure that you're being smart and not super greedy. It's not a greedy market right now, folks. Until we break bullish and we're, up over that 50K mark or 49K mark, really there's not a lot of reason to consider going too hard and too heavy with all your trades, okay? Try to be careful trusting a bunch of other idiots online that are just posting nonsensical results because they're getting very lucky. Trust me, 50 to 100x leverage, that is mostly luck, okay? All right, folks. I hope that you learned something here today. Please, if you're going to consider subscribing, we got a lot of new members. Absolutely ensure that you read through our signals guide and make sure you understand the difference between day trades and swing trades. Okay, they perform both very different from each other. We have 8 different trading pairs in our Premium Plus group, where my automated trading bot uses my trading strategy to essentially trade for us. And of course, my premium trades are just things that I set up myself personally. And sincerely apologize, there hasn't been a significant amount of signals right now. I definitely understand it's frustrating, but the market in itself is, I wouldn't say garbage, but it's just a pile of trash sometimes. And lately, it's been very challenging to find really good opportunities with confirmation. And sometimes you take a trade with confirmation and it just goes completely haywire, right? All the more reason why we survive with low leverage, low position size, and ensure we're living to trade another day. Thanks again for watching. Hope you all have a great rest of your day. Oh, sorry, very last thing. I get this question all the time. May as well cover it. Yes, we're going to have a trading competition here soon. In fact, I'm meeting with my affiliate later here today through Bitunix. Again, if you haven't used my link to register, nice rewards. You'll be eligible for any future trading competitions. No KYC or VPN for these guys. Phenomenal exchange. Thanks again, folks. Have a good rest of your day. See you soon.